I'm sure you have all seen the footage of the incident between the Asian shopkeeper and the black woman in Peckham, or at the very least the main bit of footage going around on social media, where the shopkeeper places his hands around the woman's neck. There's been a sizable reaction to this incident, with black residents gathering outside the shop and placing notes on the shutters of the shop, expressing their anger at what they have seen. It's unclear if many of those people outside have actually seen the full footage. Reports suggest that the woman was returning some goods she had purchased from the store and was requesting a refund. She was then advised that a refund wasn't possible, but an exchange or credit note was possible. Clearly not satisfied that she would be getting her money back, which reportedly totaled only £24, she decided to throw a tantrum and pick up several items in the shop and try to leave without paying for them. The shop owner obviously has every right to stop a thief from leaving their premises, to try and get back their own property. In doing so, he is pushing the woman back to stop her from leaving. She then proceeds to slap him in the face and still attempt to leave the shop with the stolen items. This woman then picks up a shop basket and hits the man over the head. At this point, the man has already been slapped in the face and been hit over the head with a basket, simply for trying to stop a thief from leaving his shop. Therefore, albeit not the perfect way to stop her from attacking him further, he grabs her neck and then holds her arms immediately after. Seeing only the short video, which provides no context for what is happening, does not provide the background for why the man has acted in this way. As I said, having the hands around her neck is not a great look, but in reality, this is the situation. The woman was attempting to steal from his shop. She had already slapped him in the face and hit him over the head with the basket. So in response, for a couple of seconds, he apprehended her with his hands around her neck. This incident has nothing to do with violence against women or another racial group. It was not an unprovoked attack, but instead a businessman stopping a violent thief from leaving his store and his own act of self-defense. Despite this, based on the reaction, this shop will almost certainly never reopen under the current management. Local people have put signs on the shop such as "shut it down" and "closing down," which is actually quite tame when you see other signs such as this one. Make of that what you will. The media spoke to some people in the area, and this is what they had to say.
What I saw on the TV was a man grabbing a lady from the neck. And most of us in Peckham, we are all blacks. Women need to be respected, one, and our lives matter as black person. We are created by one God, so we should love ourselves. You don't think because I'm black, you can treat me any way you want. No, it's not allowed, not accepted. And as a woman, you grabbing a woman by the neck, though the lady reacted, which I saw, hitting him with a basket in her hand, which I can do as well. But please, we need to respect women and black people. Black life matters. We are human beings. The same blood runs in our vein. Forget about the color. And this is a black community area. Please, that's all I have to say. There shouldn't be any racism between the black and the Asian, even the English people. We are all one.
I think it's about respect. For me personally, I think historically, within this community, there has always been a historic conflict between the Asian merchants, what I call, and the local community. And all because of lack of respect. I believe that historically there's this sense of we are beneath them. And so therefore, their responses and their interactions sometimes accumulate things like this.
So in some ways, has this been a problem that's been building and building and building over years, and this has been the catalyst?
I think every so often we have flashpoints in the community. We had an issue years ago with some young boys being treated a certain way by the local merchants. And we had the same situation where we came out at a discussion, there was protest and all that stuff. But I think it's one of those underlying things that not been spoken about, but everyone feels it. And it's about time it stopped.
What do you think should happen now? Obviously, the signs behind us are calling for the shop to be closed. Do you think that should happen, or should the man, if he was to apologise, would we be able to open back?
We don't believe an apology is something that we'll accept. We don't believe it's appropriate. But there's a justice system. There's a justice system that will do what it needs to do.
The gentleman even commented that an apology would not be acceptable in his view. This man seems a fairly relaxed bloke. Can you imagine what others may do if the shop reopens? The least the shop can expect would be some form of boycotting from residents. But far more likely would be people going in to cause trouble, whether that be stealing goods, destroying goods in the shop itself, or even verbally or physically attacking the owners. Going to work would now be awful. What those protesting this incident seem to be missing, in my view, is that this woman instigated all of this. She tried to steal and attack the man first, but all of that sadly appears to be missed by many. For this reason, and the response of those in the aftermath to this incident, I think this shop will never reopen. I hope you enjoyed that video. Please like and subscribe if you did. Many thanks. Bye.